Good win. Let's keep it going. A lot of our fans in the house tonight. Should be a fun one.
Objects in motion, stay in motion.
Hi, everyone. We've got a good one for you tonight. It's Game 3 of the NBA Cup for both of these teams. And both of these teams, Greg, have a couple games in the NBA Cup under their belts. They've gotten off to pretty good starts.
And I got to believe they both like the position they're in. And tonight will be huge in determining if they can make those knockout games. It's pretty much a must-win.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. MP out there with Derek White. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that one, good.
Boy, Ben Simmons, because of his size, inside, he is a dangerous force.
Tatum passes to MP. Can't connect from short range. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Chauncey Billups. Dave, what do you have to say?
Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. Now, that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. McMillan against White. McMillan kicks to Watson. Left side, Thomas. Over Yang. Thomas, no good. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. MP dishes to White. White gets the screen from Yang. White the pass to Yang. Shot clock at 6. Fires it up. Boston, no good that time either.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Pass to Simmons. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, Simmons' guys always encouraging him to fire from the mid-range. Nice delivery there.
MP outside. White gets the screen from Yang. And White the bucket on the assist by MP.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
MP against McMillan. The Nets shooting their first free throws of this one.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And he can't hit the second.
Boy, the missed free throw there keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his side.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
Tatum drives in. MP with a screen on Thomas. Brown, no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And stolen by MP. Brown the pass to MP. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Ben Simmons.
A crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man, fearless inside.
And both free throws good for MP.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass to Watson. Thomas, it's a wide open look. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist.
Cam Thomas is a guy who is always shot ready. Nice catch and shoot there.
Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. And the basket by MP.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's McMillan. Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
McMillan passes to Watson. McMillan a screen on Tatum. Watson surveying the D. Pass to Simmons. Lets it go with the 3. Porzingis with the block.
And with that 7'6" wingspan, Porzingis has always been a big-time shot blocker.
And the dunk by MP.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
McMillan against MP. And he banks in the layup.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
White finds Tatum. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
MP is in a great rhythm right now. It behooves this team to just keep feeding this young guy.
Simmons against Porzingis. Simmons left side over Porzingis. Porzingis with the block. No good from Simmons. Boston leading by 7. Up top, Tatum. Guarded by Simmons. Stolen by Tatum. Here's Yang. Makes it off the glass. MP's got 14.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Simmons sets a screen for Thomas. And the Nets miss again. Celtics have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to McMillan. Back to Watson. Now Simmons. Outside Thomas. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Thomas got a couple of threes now in the first with the Nets. To the inside. Here's Yang. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Well, he's got to be embarrassed for attempting that one. You got to think twice about that next time.
Simmons with it. Guarded by Porzingis. Watson up top. Pass to McMillan. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from the line. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
A nice shot by Brown.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Watson, and Thomas has it in the corner. There's Whitehead. Watson with it. Still without a basket. Thomas's shot is off. Brown finds MP. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Nets trail by 8. Here's McMillan. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Thomas. And it's MP with the rebound. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. And stolen by Simmons. Whitehead deciding where to go with it. McMillan against Brown. Porzingis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Trey Murphy's checked in for the Nets. Davis is checked in for Boston. On the court. Pass to Thomas. Lock at 6. And Davis sends it back.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And Trey Murphy gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. MP kicks to Brown. Porzingis passes to MP. Celtics passing it around. 6 to shoot. Pass to Brown. Stolen away. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far? So Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Boston leading by 12. On the floor for Boston. Davis is out there with Tatum. Then it's MP. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard. Davis gets the screen from Yang. Davis dishes to MP. Misses from short range. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against the Raptors was playing superb basketball. He scored an incredible number of points and did his role for his team, grabbing any rebounds that came his way. And those are big numbers he put up. It's hard to match, but he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Great, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Miller, no up. Celtics have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
And Davis sends it back. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
MP sets the screen for Tatum with the shot. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And he comes up with the deuce. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Raptors. Down low, here's MP. What a move, MP.
Oh, to have young legs. MP gets off his feet in a hurry for that finish.
Now here is Brand. Nothing on the board. They get it again. Boston leading by 15. Pritchard passes to Yang. Porzingis kicks to MP. On the wing, MP. Outside, Porzingis. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 4th assist in this one. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Claxton a screen on MP. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Celtics. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Inside. Here's Pritchard, and it's Boston with another.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Nets trail by 20. Brand outside. Can they get it? And he sinks the layup.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Celtics leading by 18. Floats it up for MP. Here is Brand. Kicks it out to James. And a miss there on the triple.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
MP finds Tatum. Over Claxton. Tatum's shot is off.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
To the middle. Porzingis with the steal. Outside, Davis. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Now that we're around the midway point of this NBA Cup stage, here's a look at how the standings are shaping up.
It's been a really fun tournament to watch, especially when you see just how much the fans get into it. And we've still got a number of games to go.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. Then for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's White in for Pritchard. Brown gets a screen from Yang. A nice shot by Brown.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
To the paint. Simmons. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just crashed the boards with authority. The second chance opportunity. Nice putback bend.
Down low. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. We're still in the first stages of the season, Doris. How much are these teams relying on analytics right now?
Kev, this is such a fascinating point you bring up because in the offseason, they look at a substantial amount of data. And what the analytics department does, go to the coaching staff. This is what we know can be effective. And there is definitely an adjustment in strategy happening.
And here's Brown outside. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got 4 rebounds in this game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's Ben Simmons putting the defense in a compromising situation, draws the foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw missing. Of course, we're in the world now of super agencies, which consolidate player representation. What do you think?
Kev, I think obviously it gives some more power to the players because of the bargaining leverage. But for player movement, does it give more power to the big market teams? We're going to have to watch this unfold.
Inside, it's stolen by Davis. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. That's in there. Davis with the assist. White's got his 3rd basket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Whitehead. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
On the wing, Davis. MP passes to Porzingis. Back to MP. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Saturday, they'll head out on the road to face the Hawks in Atlanta.
And you know, for that matchup with Atlanta, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
The Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. Here's McMillan. Boom, he chains it straight down.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
MP left side. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Score the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
Good instincts from MP. That kind of passing wins the respect of your teammates.
Here's McMillan. He's got 5. 1:37 left in the first half of basketball. Miss number 6 for him. He's made 2 of his 8 attempts. Pass to Brown. MP outside. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. Traps in the tray. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA 2nd team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And he makes the first.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the 2nd quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Davis is checked in for the Celtics.
Boy, Ben Simmons, one of the most highly scrutinized players in the NBA, but I don't think you can doubt any of his defensive abilities. Cross-positional and big-time asset on that end.
MP against McMillan. Simmons, a screen on MP. To the middle. And Simmons slams it in.
Great job by Simmons taking initiative in that screening role. The coaching staff has to love that.
To the inside. Here's Yang. And the dunk by MP.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Brooklyn's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the 2nd and been successful 3 times. Now, here's Watson. He's tightly guarded. Simmons sets a screen for Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With some arc. Count it. Good. Thomas got 8 points.
You have to have patience in the screen and roll. Cam Thomas letting that play develop naturally.
Pass to MP. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's Boston, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And we'll be right back after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. Here's the shot. This try. Give it up for our contestant.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case scenario, but then again, best laid plans. And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Nets.
I don't see the fight. They're getting pushed around. You really see it on the glass.
They need some of that diesel energy in the paint.
They can use his size as well.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've got Whitehead. Simmons is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's McMillan, and it's Thomas in a 2-guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Sinks the triple. He's got 11.
This is what Thomas has to do to be most effective. Make an impact from three-point territory.
Tatum dishes to MP. Pass to Brown. Brown gets a screen from Yang. And it's Brown missing.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Here's McMillan. To the middle. Here's Simmons. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis.
Oh, just outsmarting the coverage.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now.
2 minutes. Previous play is under review.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
We get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Davis is checked in for Porzingis. And so MV will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
Pass to Watson. There's Thomas with the 3. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
He gets it in there. Thomas got 16.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Davis, the pass to MP. And here is Tatum. Oh, good on the three.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point. You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Thomas against White. Thomas inside. Not going to go that time. Boston leading by 20. On the wing, Brown. Back to MP. Got a hand on it. McMillan against MP. Whitehead passes to Simmons. Now here's Watson. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And MP throws it down.
Another one for MP, giving the fans their money's worth here.
Brooklyn's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Whitehead. Now Simmons. He's guarded by Davis. Watson for 3. Great D that time from Tatum.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
MP kicks to Tatum. Back to MP. And the dunk by MP.
Oh, I see you, MP. Hammer that thing home.
Nets trail by 21. Pass to Whitehead. McMillan against MP. Here's Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over White. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Thomas has got 10 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Brown finds MP. White with it. MP with a screen on Thomas. No problems knocking that one down. White's got 9. The Nets have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. The 3 from Thomas bangs home the trifecta.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
It's Brown on the wing. He's got 9. MP sets the screen for Brown. The rebound by the Nets. McMillan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Watson. And here is Simmons. Back to Watson. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. White dishes to MP. MP sets the screen for Tatum. Pass to White from past the arc. The rebound by the Nets. Whitehead's got 5 rebounds tonight. And we talk about Derek White. Doris, how impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot, an excellent shot blocker, and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
Here's White. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 7th assist here tonight. Nets trail by 18. It's Watson atop the key. Pass to McMillan. Takes the 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Tatum passes to MP. And MP throws it down.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Here's Simmons. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Boy, when Simmons looks to score, it just balances that ability to pass the basketball. Love when he's aggressive.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Celtics?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted.
And good! He hits it again.
And game after game, he just elevates beyond what the defense can handle.
In terms of career 50-point games, he's almost second all time.
And who's in second right now? His heiress, Michael Jordan. What an honor to be mentioned alongside him.
Brown kicks to MP. The Celtics working the ball around now. Brown dishes to MP. And stolen by Simmons. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Simmons got 14 points.
Now Ben Simmons, what a triple drive. How about the handle? Woo!
Davis finds MP. Tatum against James. Lets it go from deep. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by MP. Tatum's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
And he lobs it up and taken away by Brown. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And the layup's good off the glass. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, do not let Jason Tatum get space in transition. He will make you pay.
They set the screen. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. He's got 16.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Tatum's shot is off. Brooklyn's gone to the 3-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Kicks it out to Wilson. The 3. It's hauled in by MP.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Tatum with another miss. And so Simmons will bring it up for Brooklyn. They host the 76ers after this game. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Going inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The Celtics second.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Yang, and stolen by James. To the paint. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
Here's Yang, and the dunk by MP.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And it goes down 2 points.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Here's MP. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. 1:25 left to play in the third. Down low. Whitehead passes to Simmons. James looking it over. Pass to Wilson. 6 to shoot. Now James wants to get it to Simmons and does. Over Davis. Simmons can't get it to go.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Gang passes to Walsh. Shoots the 3. He can't hit that time.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Wilson kicks to Simmons. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And we've talked about this. When Simmons takes initiative, good things tend to happen.
The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. That's off as well, so he misses both. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Brown against Simmons. Fires the 3. Rebound Boston. Brown outside. Davis with a screen on Simmons. Brown inside the line. And he stays with it. No good on the last second attempt there. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Celtics running away with this one. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
The Celtics making a change here. MP's checked in. Wilson against Griffin. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. No one covering.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
On the floor for Boston. Jason Tatum is out there with Griffin. Then there's Davis. Then it's MP. And it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. And there's the bucket from MP.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
The Nets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Miller's checked in for Brand.
Into the lineup for your Nets, number 30.
Here's MP.
Miller.
Now Griffin. Clock at 6. There's the 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. The shot and the rejection by MP. And they get it back. Fires from way outside. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Outside Tatum. Tatum setting the pick for Griffin. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for the Nets. Boston also with the sub. Walsh is checked in. Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Thomas surveying the D. Let's go. Good as the jump shot falls. Thomas got 15 points in just the second half.
Cam Thomas is rolling. He's attacking at will. Somebody better shut the water off.
Gang passes to Pritchard. Back to MP. And the dunk by MP.
You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
And so Miller will bring it up for Brooklyn. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
MP passes to Walsh. Here's Pritchard, covered by Miller. Shot clock at 6. A 3-ball. Pritchard gets the bucket.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Miller with a screen on Griffin. From the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Griffin dishes to MP. And again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. James outside. Pass to Thomas. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Now Miller. Miller sets a screen for James. Shoots it up. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Boston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. MP passes to Pritchard. Davis with a screen on Miller. Pritchard from outside off the mark. Net shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Here's the screen. Out to the right wing. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by the Celtics.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
MP kicks to Griffin. MP passes to Walsh. For the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Right, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
For Boston, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Griffin passes to Davis. Now, here's MP. Thomas covering. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Peyton Watson comes in for James. Whitehead's checked in for Trey Murphy. And it's McMillan in for Miller. First free throw is good.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Celtics. To the left wing. McMillan against MP. Whitehead trains the 3-pointer.
and they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
MP deciding where to go with it. Whitehead with the rebound. Whitehead's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Davis sends it back. Finney Smith with the bounce pass. Inside. And MP throws it down.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Outside Thomas. Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
To the inside. Here's MP. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul. And that's a veteran move from MP, using the pump fake to bait the defense.
The Celtics making a switch here, and so he hits both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Outside Thomas. Simmons sets a screen for Thomas. Pass to McMillan. Watson for 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Palmer. Holiday, the pass to MP. Holiday against Thomas. Yang. Yep, it counts. MP's got 58.
Boy, high percentage shot, so valuable. MP making sure he doesn't waste an opportunity.
Pass to Watson. Thomas with the ball. Simmons, a screen on Holiday. There's Thomas with the 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. MP's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Celtics passing it around. Outside Holiday. Back to MP. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
Boy, this guy has not been in the league long, but MP has such a tremendous knack of getting to the line.
And both free throws good for MP. You know, Doris, I'm not sure many people take into account what a grind the NBA season is.
I couldn't agree more, Kevin. And listen, these guys have the best of what's available. They stay at top quality hotels. They have incredible professionals that take care of them. But there is no making up for a lack of sleep when you've played a game at 8 o'clock at night, you leave the arena at 1, and you may arrive in your next city at 4 or 5 a.m. and tip off that night at 7. And this goes on week after week. It is not easy.
And MP throws it down.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Celtics.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Warren's checked in for the Celtics. And Holiday kicks to MP. Down low. Pass to Davis. Kicks it out to MP. good. He hits again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. McMillan passes to Simmons. It's Thomas on the wing, guarded by Holiday. And here is Thomas. Here's Whitehead. No good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And with that, they remain undefeated in group play.
And with just one group matchup left, it looks like we'll be seeing them in the next round of the NBA Cup.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
They talk the talk, but you walk the walk.
Ha ha ha!